How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet. They...
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
Right? We, the secret police of
I'm kidding, you guessed it too.
invite you,
You
Sherlock
said wait.
Holmes,
I'm sorry.
and Dr. Watson to our annual...
Dang, those misspells.
May
God,
I
my computer so
sponsor
sucks.
Frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Ah, sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
Ah, I can hear them on the stairs now.
Well, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We'll have to go.
You hurt their feelings, Watson.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
I know he didn't.
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
I never understood the whole
Holmes,
British thing
We
where
have to help.
they're the ones that discovered English and all that, but when they're saying words, they just like don't even finish them.
You're fantastic,
I'm like,
Mr.
and I
Holmes.
help him,
I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half
They
Moon
just like
Street
don't
in
even finish their
Whitechapel.
words.
Very well.
Well, I gotta get my top hat, dude. You can't just leave the house without a top hat on. That doesn't even make sense. These people, God, who do they think they are? Click it! Top hat! Where are we going first? Solve the crime at Move Street, investigate the crime scene and talk to the witnesses, interrogate Leighton and examine his belongings. Let's go to the crime scene first. Yeah. A lot of alright I do. Give you the game? Do understand that I didn't even purchase this game. It's just, you know, found other methods of obtaining it. I'm not a very wealthy human being. Don't purchase games very often. Oh, I can't talk to the bum. So creepy alleyway. Where did I get it? That's a good question. I got it from some pirates down by the bay.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes. back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Mara. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving. Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stout fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
Crooked
That was
cop.
correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
So you didn't actually see anything?
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
Oh, you literally meant fireworks.
And what were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, I appear to have lost track of the day. It is May now.
I think Sherlock pays attention to that kind of stuff.
Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were...
But yeah, I
running
torrented
through
the game
Half
from
Moon
Pirate
Street?
Bay, if you didn't get
I
that
saw
one.
nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me. The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
Plates. Stuck object. Piece of wood.
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look. This shard of wood is quite new.
It's new wood. Key.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
That is always the question, eh? You have the key, yet no door.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant.
Nope.
The bullet penetrated his stomach. A dreadful wound.
That's gotta suck, dude.
A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there. Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die. Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective, gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things. Things about this evening.
I hear
Excellent.
things.
Might we hear your story? Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed
Probably has to
towards
do with
the
my low
window.
graphic settings.
I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Were the 2 shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment. Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
Alright, analyze his stupid face. Middle class, balaclava, Crimean War veteran. Poor life. Sucks to be him. They really want me to see all requires support, weak leg, limping. Oh, he's a
You
war
have helped us
veteran.
a great deal, Mr. Turner.
So hearing the shots would have been much more precise from him since he's a war veteran. He remained at the window of his flat until the police arrived. However, this is in conflict with the mayor's statement as the constable did not see anyone in the window. I think the constable killed one of them. I think that's what happened. From all that we have gathered thus far, seems like the constable's lying. No.
Mr.
What are you doing,
Holmes,
Wiggins?
Did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he
I haven't gone to Scotland Yard yet. God, Wiggins. What is this girl's name? Polly something? Polly want a cracker? What her name was?
Howell?
Polly
What do
Powell?
you want?
Paula Powell?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
She really wants to give her
Could you
testimony.
tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Finger
Yes.
crack.
Yes, I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those.
Oh my god,
But
she's a
then,
fucking dunce.
All of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could.
R.I.P.
I knew
Mikuya.
that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got in.
Escape?
Then another constable
Escape
came out
or
from the
escape?
very same street, and I heard
God
him
damn it.
talking of a horrible murder.
I went on the site for Mikuya. I
Mrs.
couldn't find anything about why the
Did
levels
you
aren't
hear
working.
the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
Makes sense.
My thanks to